Thank you everyone. आप लोग आए हैं. Everyone is here. So welcome to this press conference. And I'm especially proud and happy to have the company of Parveez Cheema, Salma Jain, Charanjit ji, and Pradeep ji who have joined me in this initiative. And many of you whom we know very closely, media persons, friends, warm welcome to you. I'll mix English and Hindi. Basically, this is the launch of an initiative. We are not launching any organization or company or product, as Charanjit said. It is an awareness campaign. Awareness campaign. It is an initiative. It is a step. What is the purpose of this initiative? We want the youth, we want to urge the youth, encourage the youth, motivate the youth to think of others. आपने देखा कि the name is I think of others. TOO, think of others. Think of others. So 2 also stands for think of others. So I think of others, you think of others, we think of others. That is the concept. And the concept is that everybody is in their own world otherwise. मेरी job, मेरी girlfriend, मेरा ये, मेरा वो, मेरी life, मेरा घर, मेरा पेट्रोल, मेरी इनकम. Obviously, human beings have to look after themselves. But when you expand your consciousness, थोड़ा बड़ा सोचते हैं, बड़ा पर्दा, बड़ी पिक्चर, तो फिर क्या होता है कि दूसरों के बारे में जब हम सोचने लगते हैं, empathy रखते हैं, sympathy, Karan Cheema used the word compassion. तो क्या होता है कि हम लोग थोड़ा अपना ही सक्सेस फैक्टर बढ़ा लेते हैं, अपनी इज्जत कमा लेते हैं, we earn respect. When we are thinking of others, then our life improves. And when we are thinking only of ourselves, then we become a little selfish. And I'll tell you the story, which is very relevant. John D. Rockefeller Center है न्यूयॉर्क में. और Rockefeller 100 years ago वो 40 years के करीब थे. आज से 100 years ago. और Rockefeller was the richest man in the world, one of the richest. He was probably the first billionaire of America. वो 40 की एज में इतने रिच थे कि he had money to burn. He had made a lot of money. Unfortunately, doctors told him when he was falling sick, he fell sick at the age of 40, that you have only 6 months to live. 6 महीने आपके पास. अब रॉकफेलर ने देखा कि 6 महीने मेरे पास है, इतनी वेल्थ, इतना पैसा, what am I going to do with this? And the family also doesn't need so much wealth. So he stopped thinking only of himself. He stopped thinking only of making money. He started donating to charity. He started donating to schools, hospitals, poor underprivileged communities, people who were not well off or they were not comfortable in life. वो डोनेशन, चैरिटी और वॉलंटियरिंग भी शुरू की हुई, जैसे कोई सेवा होती है, लंगर सेवा, कुछ और. तो रॉकफेलर ने ऐसी चीजें शुरू कर दी. And you won't believe it, his health improved. And when he started giving his wealth to others and stopped thinking only about his own money, he lived longer and longer, and the doctors were amazed. He lived for another 40 years instead of 6 months. So, it's just a case study or an example. ऐसा नहीं कि हम सब ऐसा कर सकते हैं. फिर तो बहुत ही हॉस्पिटल बंद हो जाएंगे और सब लोग चैरिटी में लग जाएंगे. लेकिन एक थॉट प्रोसेस जब हमारा ऐसा होता है तो then we become better. So I've got a few points under think of others. I'll just go through them. So before I request my friends to speak. So basically, think of others is an initiative which we will carry out with institutions. तो हमारा एक कैंपेन रहेगा, हम लोग कैंपेन मोड में रहेंगे, think of others की बात करते रहेंगे. Students, youth especially should look after society. It's very fashionable to talk about this example, but अभी हमने 2-3 दिन पहले एक पुलिस ऑफिसर का वीडियो देखा, स्टोरी देखी कि कैसे वो सुबह उठ के चंडीगढ़ में is gone viral all over the world. 88 years old, I believe, सिद्धू साहब, and he would go and clean up the place. उनको डॉक्टर ने तो बोला नहीं, बल्कि he is maintaining his health by that cause which he is doing for us. So we are going to encourage institutions and educational colleges, schools, etc. इसमें हमने 3-4 बल्कि 5-7 चीजें सोची हैं. Firstly, teaching the uneducated. Thinking of others means, helping them in any way. अब आप देखते हैं beggar children on the road. I remember when I was posted in Panchkula, we carried out a campaign to put them in school. 200-250 beggar children को हमने स्कूल में डाल दिया और जबरदस्ती एक तरह से, बट उनको फ्री एजुकेशन होती है स्कूल, गवर्नमेंट स्कूल. उनके पेरेंट्स उनको नहीं डालना चाहते स्कूल, but we still put them in school. And once they went to school, they told their parents, we will not do. Begging नहीं करेंगे स्कूल है, because they didn't know what school is. So teaching the uneducated is the most amazing service that we can do for others. So when we think of others, one of the things we can do is to teach. Even the maid's children in your home, या किसी के भी घर में, if they are uneducated or not going to school, or the maid is uneducated, or the helper is uneducated, you teach them. Environment awareness, tree plantation, especially in this weather, when we say that environment is suffering, our children will suffer, climate change is happening. When you are thinking of others, you are not thinking only of your own thing. Your AC is going at 16 degrees. You are spoiling the environment. आप उसको 22, 23, 24 पे रखिए, and then you see you are saving the environment. छोटी-छोटी चीज़. Spreading awareness about this. ऐसा नहीं कि मैं ही सब कुछ कर लूँगा. तो environment awareness, elderly, जो older लोग हैं, जो थोड़े से senior लोग हैं, जो age में ज़्यादा हैं, जिनका कोई ध्यान नहीं रखता, उनका ध्यान रखना. तो colleges and schools. आपने NSS का नाम सुना होगा, National Service Scheme, I think, in colleges and schools. So we tie with NSS institutions in colleges and try and help them, tell them to help the elderly, help others. Creating social awareness about harmful trends and tendencies. कई बार social problems शुरू हो जाती है सोसाइटी. अभी आजकल रिलेशनशिप ब्रेकडाउन चल रहे हैं, elderly awareness नहीं है, बड़ों को बुजुर्गों को ध्यान नहीं रखते हैं, वो बेंच पे बैठे रहते हैं पार्क में पूरे दिन. We social problem. So how to create more awareness about such things? I'm going in brief because we will basically talk about it.